asikho babi. Hey, thanks for clicking here on Dope.Inspire. I am Dr. Sihle Masego. I'm hopefully your future favorite therapist. Right? Oh man, it's a new channel. It's been growing, so thanks to everyone who's been subscribing. Please do us a favor. Now is subscribe, share it with people. So today's video is all about setting goals. In fact, this is going to be the first session you and I would have if you'd sign up to any of my Thrive in Your Life programs. So Thrive in Matric, Thrive in University, Thrive in Work, or in your career. I keep forgetting my own titles, but essentially, when you and I would start our first session, it would be a workshop on just setting the tone for the year, beginning our journey, casting our journey. And there's no way you and I could ever start something without setting goals. And you know, goals, like, man, goals get a bad rep, especially setting goals at the beginning of the year. Because, you know, goals and setting New Year's resolutions, you know, it has that vibe in the air where, you know, we're busy clowning each other online about, hey, look at these guys filling the gyms because their New Year's resolution was a new body. We'll see in 2 weeks' time the gyms will be empty again. You know, there's that kind of pessimism in the air. And then our response to that, man, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I don't believe in goals. Me, I just go with the flow. We'll see how the year goes. You know, people busy with their trauma responses of failed New Year's resolutions from past years, or where they did set goals and nothing happened. And then instead of figuring out where we went wrong, we instead subscribe to an even worse belief system. One that says, I don't set any goals, I go with the flow. In any case, there's nothing new about a new year. It's just a change in the calendar. It's the same thing every year. No. No. We don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't subscribe to that. We subscribe to the channel, Dope.Inspire. Go to my website, Dope.Inspire.com, for you to check out all the different things that I can help you with, especially you who has a trauma response to the idea of having a plan. A plan. How can intentions, how can setting your motivations be a bad thing? Yeah. So let's get to the nuts and bolts of it. Why should you even set goals? So when we start a year, we have to accept certain things. That even if you think there's nothing different between how 2024 was and how 2025 has started, that for you, you know, years are just, you know, a social construct. The rest of the world functions in things beginning and ending, beginning and ending. And a year, 12 months, is an important thing. For instance, if you're in part of some sort of internship, they'll tell you we have 12 months with you. If you are at school, they will tell you that, you know, the school year starts January 15 up until December, whatever, and then it ends. Things start and end. And in that time, they are expectations. So you may be a subscriber to the idea of I go with the flow. I'll see what the year brings me. I'll see how things go. Then I will decide. But that means you are actually assuming that there isn't somebody else controlling where the flow is going. And that you're assuming that the flow will benefit you, that you will not end the year in a destination you didn't want to be. Because let me tell you something, someone is taking you somewhere. And when we don't have an internal motivation, a desire of what we would like to see happen to us, it's very hard for us to realize that, man, this flow is not going where it should, and that I'm getting harmed, that I'm going to end up worse than when I started. So it's so key and important to, from the get-go, at least have a desire, Shem. You know, have a desire, even if you don't want to commit, have a desire. Because a desire at least suggests that somewhere along the line, when you are sober-minded, you can look around you and go, I know I didn't know where I wanted to go, but I know I didn't want to be here. And then make a plan. So it is important for us to actually to desire something. And I just want to then maybe address those of us who are fully convinced that we've tried goals before and nothing worked. We've set New Year's resolutions and we didn't stick them out. Life happened and we just had to survive. I get that. And for the most part, that's how it will go again. You're not wrong in fearing that things will repeat themselves. So what's the point? That's actually not wrong. Part of having a person like myself in your life, or having just other people to hold you accountable, is that as you journey and find that barriers are bringing themselves up, or life is lifing at you, you're able to just have other people give you a different perspective because they're not living your life. So they're able to say, hey, I know to you it looks like a boulder that's in your way, but from my angle, I can see the way around. I can actually see a way around. Can you trust me to guide you? Because sometimes the barriers that are stopping us from achieving our things are just a test to make sure, do you really want this? Do you believe this? Does this align with you? Or did you just subscribe to a goal, a desire, a motivation, a resolution that would make you acceptable to other people? Let's imagine that you are sitting here in front of me and we're having our first one-on-one workshop in Thrive in Your Life. I'm going to ask you, at the end of this year, what will make you feel like it was a good year? Because that's the first step. We have to accept that there will be things that if they do not happen, you'll be disappointed. So you can't keep pretending as if by not setting a goal, you will not be hurt if you don't achieve something. Sometimes we just don't want to say things out loud so that the world doesn't say, Zange wena uthi. And sure, if we want to prevent being judged by people because we didn't achieve something we said out loud, I get it. But you know what you're also preventing? You're preventing people from supporting you so that you actually achieve it. Your world isn't only surrounded by haters. You're not such a... Even villains have people who want to see them win. You're not so bad, you're not so irredeemable that all you have around you are people who want you to lose. Of course not. What is it that by the end of the year would make you be like, Yazin, if this happened, hey, it would have been a good year. Or if this didn't happen, I would be disappointed. So that's the beginning, the I. And then again, I would ask you, okay, so what at the end of this year, if it did not happen, would set you back many years? Because here's the thing. You may not feel like you want to set goals. You may feel like, I just want to go with the flow. But you're not an island, right? What are the things that people are investing in you for that need to produce some sort of fruit? This is where things like school comes in. This is where things like our job comes in. This is where even relationships and friendships and connections. The people who are around us are expecting growth, are expecting change, are expecting improvement, are expecting us to do something different. And maybe some of us are fighting this thing of beginning the year in earnest and planning because we feel so pressured that there's just so much expectation. There's so much on your shoulders. That's why Thrive in Your Life exists. It's there to say, listen. You need to win. You're capable of winning. and that maybe you just need a coach just whispering in your ear. But not, whispering motivational talks similar to those videos you keep reposting, but actually saying stuff like, okay, last time we tried this, we used the method and it did not work. Are you busy doing it again the same way? Or what are we doing different? Or hey, last time we didn't persevere when this happened, but I'm here now. Here's what we can do different. Here's how we survived this. The perseverance and the resilience you may have lacked can come through having someone else telling you, you've got this. But not only you've got this, here's how we go beyond this. Because guys, goals are important. So when we avoid saying things out loud, we're actually surrendering to fear. We're living with fear. We're saying, I'm scared that this won't happen. So to make sure that I'm not scared anymore, I'm just not going to do it. So the fear won. So instead of being scared of failing, we have to be motivated by the idea of where will I end up. So once we've sort of established the things that in your life have to change, or have to improve, or have to succeed, because there are other people counting on you, we root it again back to, what do you want, fam? What do you want? And sometimes this is where we're going to stay for a while, is accepting that you do want. And maybe you're scared that you want it so bad that it doesn't happen. Or that it not happening will hurt you so much that you'd rather just go with the flow. It's painless. But that's why I want you to thrive. Because your story wasn't always meant to be one where you go with the flow. You don't have to. Then after that, we move on to me teaching you the actual rules of goals and how goals are linked to habits, and that habits are linked to behaviors, and behaviors are linked to decisions, and decisions are linked to your values. So your values are what we're going to fight with. Then I unpack it. Then we do other things. Then we do other things and other things and other things. And this is where I need to end this video, because I was just giving you a taste. In fact, our first session would be longer than an hour, because there is so much for us to talk through. It isn't a lecture. I'm not giving you just a PowerPoint and saying, A, B, no, C, no, D, no, E, no, F, no, G. It's a conversation. We are wrestling through stuff. We're analyzing, we're reflecting. Because you need to win. And you and I are actually signing an agreement of what do we want to see when our journey ends. And we celebrate. What are we celebrating at the end? Okay? Like, subscribe, share, go to Dope.Inspire.com, thrive in your life, check out the programs, sign up, let's work. I want a journey with you.